Matt.
Hey, I'm Bianca.
And we're from Club Sapphire, and you look phenomenal tonight.
Oh, thank you.
That is a fantastic.
Funny when you sat down next to me, there was a poof of glitter.
Yeah, I believe that. You have glitter kind of everywhere on you.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So what's let's put that back in there. So just because of the video, as soon as we get out there, you can just take them out and you can just do whatever you want with them.
Okay,
That's
fine.
what they're there for, to show off to everybody.
All right, Dad.
Wow. Suddenly turned a little weird. So why are you dressed like that?
Well, tonight is the Sapphire Gala.
Yes. 3 years.
3 years in this location.
3 years in this location. They've been around for quite a few now. So we've
8 years, right?
Yeah, something like that. And well, do you remember the first Sapphire event we went to?
I do. It was New Year's.
It was New Year's.
Yeah.
Let's see, 2011.
Yeah, and we had our very first party ever was in August.
Mm-hmm. When we were brand new to the lifestyle.
Thinking new. And Sapphire was the place where we came.
Yeah.
We came.
Yeah, actually, the first full swap event we ever had, our full swap event. Yeah. It was an event for you. My event, meh. But the first time we ever full swapped was at a Sapphire event, our first Sapphire event, when they actually used to take over a hotel down in Tacoma.
Super fun.
Before they moved into the space that they have now, and they've been here now 3 years, and it's amazing how much this has grown. I mean, we've come to so many events here, and it's just amazing. We went to New Year's a couple of weeks back. I guess it's been a few weeks already, and it was just amazing by how many new people in the lifestyle showed up here, and it's just it's snowballing into this just amazing place. Everybody talks about it. Everybody loves it. If you haven't been here yet, you just need to come here.
Yes.
Because it's
you
awesome.
will come here.
You will. You're not going to get tired of the cum jokes. I get it.
Well, it's the glitter.
And the cum. Yeah, okay. So, all right, you ready?
I'm so ready. Are you guys ready?
Okay, well, speaking of cum, that's why I cut this one to the front. All right. This is a long question here, but this is a good one. All right. My girlfriend and I have been in the lifestyle for about 10 months. We've been doing the soft swap thing, but my girlfriend and I were talking about the etiquette for cum. Anyway, my girl is unsure what she should do when she's going down on a guy and feels that he's about to come. She's been stopping because she thinks it may be rude to the guy's significant other. What should she do? Ask the other girl if it's okay to let him come? Ask the guy? Ask the other girl if she wants to finish him off? Or just keep stopping before he pops?
Wow. Okay, so I think that always communication, right?
Okay.
So I personally don't like having cum in my mouth.
Right.
So
Don't I know it?
I'm going to have a conversation likely with the man first about where, like, if he comes or whatever, it will not be in my mouth.
You actually say that?
I have before,
Okay.
yeah. And sometimes it's brought up in a, so we've been with some couples that are like, all right, lay out your rules. What are all your rules? And then that makes it really not awkward.
Actually, I do remember being with a couple where they actually said, is it okay, like, what about cum in the mouth or something?
Right, right.
Yeah.
I've been asked before. And then there are other times where it's like, I just will take my mouth off and finish him off.
Because you know.
Because you can tell, or he'll say it, or whatever. I've never had anybody try to be sneaky and come in my mouth. I have been in situations where they have come in my mouth, and like our very first time, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, it was our very first time. We'd never done anything before, and I just remember... like, afterwards, I don't swallow. So, like, tucking it in my cheek and trying to have a conversation with that.
With cum in your mouth? With cum on the side of your mouth?
And then at some point, I grabbed a drink and pretended to drink and spit it out in there and held it in my hand to make sure nobody else took it. And eventually, like, discreetly went and threw it down the sink. I've done that a few times before. But,
Wow. Okay.
What?
Go ahead.
You knew this?
Well, I know, but it's just like I'm just picturing the cup issue. That's like I didn't know it at the time.
It's a good trick. So there have been times where I have let them come in my mouth, but it's usually because situational. Like, actually, I don't think it's ever happened. I think that was the only time, really, and then maybe at a club once, or sometimes it's at a house and I just don't know what else to do or where else to go or whatever, that's up to my discretion because it's on me. It's not on them. Because I certainly can't take my mouth off and let him just come in my hand or whatever.
Right.
I think that if it is your rule that you only come with your husband or your partner, then you need to be very open and honest with your communication beforehand and say, I totally want to fuck you, but just so you know, I'm gonna I save my wife for my cum, or I save my cum for my wife,
right?
And or my partner, and I'll just stop you then. So if that is a rule of yours, I think it's very important and your responsibility to let the other couple know that. Other than that, I think it's I think if you've got a weird rule like that, not that that's a weird rule, but if you've got a different rule, then it's your communication. If I'm the one giving a hand job or a blow job and my partner at the time doesn't say anything, the other person, then he can come wherever I want him to.
So you're saying the person that is asking this question, if the other couple hasn't said any specific rules to you, that you should just kind of be okay with the fact that they haven't, and if he's going to come in your mouth, he's going to do whatever.
Or whatever. I mean, you can also do a little dirty talk. Ooh, baby, I want you to come in my mouth so hard, or whatever.
And then he goes, oh, just a second.
Yeah, so add a little dirty. No one is going to, be upset with some dirty talk. So just ooh, baby, let me know when you're going to come so I can watch you pop, because I don't want it in my mouth.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that, and with the attitude to it.
Right.
Yeah, that.
I got my mouthwash right here, just in case.
So why don't you like cum in your mouth?
I've never liked cum in my mouth.
That's your answer?
I just don't like it.
Is it the consistency thing?
It's the consistency and just... It's my own personal thing.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't you like cum in your mouth? Or do you?
Touche. That is true. I'm not a big fan of that. Although I guess there have been times that I've thought about it where, being in group situations, that I've, made out with a woman after she's been giving a blowjob, or even maybe the guy came in her mouth or something like that. I don't even know. Where it's just there might be some in there.
There very well could be.
Yeah,
you could have had cum in your mouth, and did you like it? Was it sweet and salty? I don't think I'm getting laid tonight.
Not with that attitude. No. That's if I had an erection at the beginning of the evening, I don't now. Thank you very much. So you're gonna just kind of have to shake a little bit more. There you go. That's perfect. All right. Well, that's good. Okay. So it's really just like everything else.
I like everything. Communication. Just being open and honest, and when in doubt, just in the middle of the act, ask him. Just do it with a sultry voice.
Yeah, we have definitely met some couples that are very specific with finishing. I know that there was a couple that I can think of off the top of my head that was I'll let her have sex with as many people, or him, or whatever, as many people as they want during the night, but the last people of the night is my spouse. We are going to have sex last, because that's how we reconnect, and that is that is actually where the guy would finish too, would be inside of her, and then, I assume from a woman's perspective, you can feel when a guy is coming. So, besides the obvious...
sometimes with condoms it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Okay, like the pulsation or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so okay. So there are times that you wouldn't even know at all.
That they were coming?
Yeah,
Oh, I think I'm definitely positive there have been a few times I was like, really? Okay.
Was it just because the guy was non-responsive?
There's a lot of that. A lot of times it is. They're non-responsive, and you just can't even tell. They're so quiet that you're just like, what's going on here? Are you enjoying this? Because I can't tell.
Sure. Okay.
Or just you just can't tell from their body, what's going on, body language or anything like that. So sometimes some people just don't let you know verbally or non-verbally, so it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, I guess it would be disappointing if you were having sex with a guy and he just turned to you and said, I just came, and you're like, oh, congratulations. Oh, I didn't even notice. Wow. I don't know, would you be insulted by that?
No, I don't think I'd be insulted, because that's his own thing. Would I want to do it again? Probably not. I mean, the whole point of this is having fun. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, unless I enjoyed it up until then, if I was like, oh my gosh, that was the best sex ever, but I had no idea he came, well, then sure, why not?
Sure, okay.
But, I don't know. Every situation's different. Everybody's different. And, yeah, so.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty obvious when I come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm like a dead fish.
Right. Yeah, no, people, like... 5 rooms over usually are like, oh, there's Bianca. I hear her coming. I recognize the laugh, and I recognize
I'm laughing when we're fucking. Does that insult you? You like pull down your pants and I start giggling.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, no, that hasn't happened to me yet, so that's good.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
There's still time.
That's right. The night is young.
Right?
I could pull down my pants and someone would start laughing. No,
you were setting yourself up for some.
Okay. If I have sex with you at some point, please don't do that. Just hold it in. Okay. All right. Ready for another one? All right.
Yeah.
How likely is it to find 2 guys willing to do an MFM threesome?
I think you could blindfold yourself, spin yourself in a circle, and throw like a tiny pebble and hit like 4 guys.
Yeah, that's well. So if you were a unicorn, okay. So if you were a unicorn, then it's probably going to be easier, especially
if I was a unicorn, or if you were a unicorn, and I think you could sit somewhere comfortable, meet a single guy, and be like, yeah, I'll go to the back with you if you find one more guy for me. And then they'll do all the work. They'll just bring you men to interview.
Okay.
No, maybe. Let's see what else you got. Yes.
Right, okay. Okay, so yeah.
I mean, I think definitely if you were coming to a club like this, you might have more luck in a... like on a Wednesday night where there's a lot of single guys here, as opposed to like a Saturday night where they limit the single males that are allowed in, and it's 1 for 1.
Sure.
Right? 1 female, 1 male. So there are, it just kind of depends on how much, like, how easy you want it to be, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you're going to get a different type of guy. You're going to get on the weekends, you're going to get guys that are more practiced, have been here more, which is probably, you're going to get a better quality guy. I'm not to say Wednesday night guys aren't quality, but I feel like to come on the weekends, they have to have
been doing it for a little while.
For a while. It's not like first time. Like, I had an experience once with a guy who came here for the first time on a Wednesday, and it was like a rabbit. And then it was over, and I was like, "Oh, whoa, okay."
But he had never been to a lifestyle club before.
Never been to a lifestyle club. Never been in like any kind of group situation or anything like that. So,
But that being said, I mean, we have definitely been here on Wednesdays where it's a mixed bag. There's a lot of new guys that come in on Wednesdays that have never been to a lifestyle club, but there are also a lot of guys that's what they do, is they come on Wednesdays because Wednesdays are fun, and there's usually some women that are looking for single guys or to have an MFM threesome. That's the night to do it. Another night to do that, of course, is going to be on Gangbang Night. Sure. Gangbang Night is ideal. They have those once a month on Fridays, and there are a few women, and there are a lot of men, and there are a lot of women that can gladly have an MFM or an MMMMFMMMM, if that's right, and that can be their thing if that's what they want to do. So it's actually, there are a lot of different ways to have this. That's an easy one. The more difficult question, of course, is if someone wanted to have an FMF, or have a unicorn, that type of thing. Now, okay, so what?
However, in our situation.
Finish that sentence.
We've had multiple FMFs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. And we have not had an MFM.
No, we haven't.
Well, so that was my next question is like, so apparently we need to get you another guy.
Well.
Yeah, okay, because apparently nobody wants to have sex with you.
No one wants to have sex with me.
That's so weird.
I know,
that's so
sad.
Weird.
I come here and I just look really sad.
That's right. Yeah. But, if you were a couple, as we are, all right, so what should a couple do to get another guy? Of course, you're answering this
after no we idea.
If we just said.
If I knew, I'd have had one. I don't know. You'll have to Google that.
That's funny. Well, we do know a lot of people couples that actually do have MFMs all the time, and they're very happy with doing that. The trick, as we say a lot of times from the other perspective of the single guy's perspective, is just to be friendly and to definitely speak to every couple that you see. So from the couple's perspective, if you see a single guy that you want to have join you, whether it's on a Wednesday night here at Sapphire or Friday or wherever you might be, then you really just have to kind of gauge if the guy's cool. What's nice is oftentimes if a guy has been in the lifestyle for a while, a single guy, word of mouth is a really big deal. Another couple will gladly say, "Hey, have you had sex with such and such because that guy's penis is big."
Something else we've noticed with some really great single guys is they won't, and you can tell they've done this a bit if they are speaking to the female, but also really eye contact and talking to the guy too. Yeah. Maybe shaking his hand first as he introduces himself, and getting friendly with the other half, because that's the gatekeeper.
That's right.
And so if you're a total douche to this one, you're not going to get past there to get here. So, I mean, that's something that we've definitely seen single guys come up and, engage with you and be really nice to you, while also engaging with me.
Sure,
as well, so.
Sure. So it's definitely, that's an easier question to go back to the original question. Finding another guy is finding a haystack in a bunch of needles, or the opposite of, yeah. There's a lot of guys that will gladly join you and have sex with the woman. Yeah, it's tough to find guys that want to have sex with women. So with that, make sure you follow Club Sapphire on Twitter. They have a great Twitter following now. Go to Facebook and follow the Sapphire Network. And of course, you can always ask about their secret group, which is nice. There's lots of talk and lots of things that go on in there. Of course, go to clubsapphire.net and you can find out about all the awesome events that are coming up.
Check out the calendar.
There's a whole bunch of events coming up on the calendar, which we're really, really excited about. And we want to come and see them and hope that you join us there as well. So, all right. Anything else you want to say?
I think we should do a little plug for Hito.
For Hito, sure.
We've got the Miss No Swimsuit contest coming up, and our beautiful Miss Sapphire will be there.
Absolutely.
And you should go and support her.
Yes, we'll be there, and we're going to have a whole group of Sapphire family that's going there, and we hope actually you join us and join our table.
It would
and join
be
our group.
Amazing to have a huge group of Sapphire people there to represent and
root her on,
and have fun and get naked together. Yeah,
that's true.
If you come, shots are on me.
That's true. Perfect. Like literally, we're going to put shots on you.
Why not?
Yes. All right.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yes. Well, all right. Well, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next
everyone.
time.
Bye-bye.